Good morning, students. Welcome back to economics class. So, let me brief once what we discussed in our previous class. So, we discussed in our last class about lottery method, which is also known as random sampling. Hope you all are understand. And we also discussed about sampling error. So what exactly is sampling error? So sampling error shows you the difference between the random sampling and actual survey. So whatever information you have collected from actual survey, nothing but census. So from census, what you have collected, and from random sampling or sampling method, what you have collected. So between that, some difference you will find. So that's what we discussed already in our last class. So now today we are going to discuss about questionnaire, or if you want to check that questionnaire is good. So what are the main characteristics the questionnaire should have? Okay, so let us discuss and let us take one example also. Example of a questionnaire to understand this. Okay, so now, so what do you mean by questionnaire? So questionnaire, it's nothing but it's a set of questions. Okay, it may be 10 to 15 questions will be there. So where there will be some objective questions like multiple choice questions also. Some are, you need to tick your preference. So like that. Few questions will be there. So are you belongs to the family of poor family, middle class, or rich family? See, like that. Options will be there where the respondent needs to tick. So hope all of you are understanding what exactly questionnaire. So questionnaire, it's nothing but it's a format consists of few questions, maybe 10 to 15, and it based on the requirement. Some questionnaire may have 20-25 questions also. So as per the requirement, they prepare the questions with some choices. So where a respondent needs to take that. So, but our question is, what exactly the main features the good questionnaire must have? The first thing is, any questions whatever you are asking in the questionnaire, so that question should be easy to understand. First thing is, the question should be short. Then second important thing is, the question should be easily understood. Okay, and it should not confuse the respondent. Easily the questionnaire should be understood by the respondent or the one who is going to answer for the questions. Okay, so you should understand the questions very easily. So that's very important. And the number of questions here, this is very important. So we should the respondent should not get bored by seeing the number of questions. So if too many questions are there, thereby the respondent may lose his interest, his or her interest. So the number of questions should be limited. Okay, so and we need to avoid asking personal questions. Okay, so too much personal questions should not be there, so that they may feel shy to give their response for such kind of questions. So few important features that questionnaire which we want to call as a good questionnaire. Okay, so that good questionnaire must have all these main feature. First thing is, the question should be short. Then the second thing is, the question should be easy to understand. So easily the respondent should easily understand that. And as far as possible, we should avoid asking too much personal questions needs to be avoided. And another important thing is number of questions should be less. Okay, so that the respondent will be interested to answer for the question. So hope all of you understand what exactly questionnaire. The questionnaire is a set of questions with some multiple choices. Okay, where the respondent needs to tick or answer or respond for that. So that is about questionnaire. So let us go through one model questionnaire now. So now let us take example government. Now government wants to conduct a survey. Okay, government wants to conduct a survey on what? On midday meal program. So midday meals program. Where midday meals programs are conducted? Where midday meals programs are conducted? At schools. It may be primary school or high schools. So now, if government wants to know how this midday meal program is helping for the students, especially belongs to the students who belongs to poor section or middle class, how it is helping them. If government wants to know, then they need to conduct the survey. So which method is suitable? So we are assuming that questionnaire method is suitable for that. Okay. So now what type of questionnaire should be there to collect the information from the schools or from the students to analyze whether this midday meal program is helping the students of poor section or not, or what are the problems faced by the students in these schools with respect to midday meal programs. Okay, so let us prepare one a format of questionnaire where we can able to collect the proper information which is required for the survey. So now in that maybe number of questions. Question number, let me write question number, I'll write here. Then question. Okay. So now question number 1. So what is your name? Okay, or your name or student name. So name should be asked. So where student needs to respond for that. And very important thing is all this information should be kept confidential. Another important feature which I forgot to tell you, the questionnaire, whatever questions you are asking or whatever details you are collecting from the respondent, the information should be kept confidential. So if you tell this well in advance for the respondent, then only the respondent will come forward to give the information. So if he comes to know that if I give information later on my name will come, then he may give you wrong information also or not proper information. So that's why we should inform the investigator or the person who is going to collect the information from the respondents or students here in our example. Okay, so you should inform them well in advance your information, whatever you are giving. Okay, that information will be kept confidential. So no need to worry that your name will not be leaked or something like that. Okay, so like that information should be given to the particular respondent or students in this example. So here now we are just preparing one model questionnaire where we can try to understand what exactly questionnaire. Okay, so your first name, then age, your age. So I am just giving the format, I am not going to fill it. Okay, so who will fill this? The respondent or student. Okay, so where this will be conducted. So that is one thing. Then so age afterwards, then gender. So gender, here they may give you action like male, one box, female. Here also one box. Likewise. So whichever is applicable for that they can tick. So it may be one more option also we can give transgender or transgender like that. So sorry, transgender. So that option also may be given. So it is based on the requirement. If it is required, they may give. Understand? Then school name, name of the school. School name, okay. Then we may ask questions like number of members, in your family. Okay, number of members in your family. Then what is the income of your family? Monthly income of your family. Monthly income of your family. So like this. So they'll be giving the response. Okay. Then your belongs to rural or urban, or your the residents of what? Rural or urban. So which is applicable, they'll take. Which is applicable, they'll take. So likewise. There will be few questions. For some question they may find choices. For some question they need to write the answer directly. So then we can also then questions will be continued here. Question number and question. Yes. So here I'm just continuing. Okay, question number 8. So, do you like eating at schools? Eating at schools. Here, yes or no, or yes, rarely. So yes or no also they may give. So let is options may be given, or they can give respond directly, yes or no. So like that. Then do you get tasty food? Do you get tasty food? Likewise. So there will be some questions. Okay. And are you satisfied with taste? Okay, are you satisfied with the taste? So yes or no. Here also you can give action, or they can also directly mention. So else yes or no. But likewise, if options are given, they'll take which is applicable or which they wish. Okay. Then is supply of food on time? Okay, yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, likewise, few questions. It's very easy to understand. Okay, do you examine or do you get quality of food? quality of food. Okay. Do you get quality of food? Yes or no? So likewise. So then are vegetable used every day? Okay. Yes or no? So likewise. So there will be some questions. Okay. And finally, it may be quality of food. I already mentioned. Then, do you expect more food? Do you expect more food? Is it sufficient or not? Okay. So likewise, yes or no. So likewise, there will be some questions. Yeah, let me write one more. Like, do you think? Do you think there should be improvements? There should be improvements. Improvements in midday meal program. Midday meals program. Yes or no? Okay, etc. I'm just giving you one format so that I want you people to understand what exactly question is. So let me brief once again. I'm repeating again. What is the format of the questionnaire? Okay, a good questionnaire must consist of easy questions which are easy understandable. Okay, easy understandable, and question should be short also. That is very important. And the questions related to personal matter should not be asked, and the number of questions should be less, limited. So too many questions if you ask in the questionnaire, the respondent may lose his interest. Okay, and as far as possible, personal related matters, okay, should not be personal related questions should not be asked. Okay, so that is very important. So I told I already. So the good questionnaire must have maybe 10 to 15 or 20 questions. Okay, as per the requirement. So you may find questionnaire more than 20 questions also, but there should be limited number of questions. If questions are too many, the respondent will lose his interest. That is what we are just trying to understand. So now for questionnaire I gave one example here. If government wants to know how this midday meal program is conducted in schools, maybe in primary school or high schools, how this program is working, whether it is helping for the students or not, especially belongs to poor sections, poor section are middle class people, how it is helping. So if they want to know, so they can conduct survey by selecting few schools. It may be random sampling or sampling survey. So in any one of the method, so sampling method or random sampling, both are same. So here they can select few schools, and there they can use questionnaire for collecting information. See, why we need questionnaire? See, students feel free to answer for the questions, because when you are given some sheet, So directly they'll think and write the answer, so without any fear. Instead of that, if you go and ask directly, so they may get confused also, they may get fear how to answer. So it is better to follow questionnaire method so that they feel free to answer for the questions easily. They can understand and respond for the questions. Since there will be more choices also, they can easily tick and give the their choices also. So here I gave a few questions format, which we call it as questionnaire. Okay, so your question numbers are mentioned, question, and the place for the answer are choices or responses. Okay, so this is about collection of data. Again, I'm just recalling what we already discussed in this chapter. So today we are winding up this chapter. Okay, that means this chapter is completed. Once again, I'm just recalling what we already discussed in this chapter. So please concentrate. So in this chapter, we discussed first meaning of data. Okay, so what exactly mean by data? So data are nothing but economic facts which are collected or it is an information which are collected on the economic facts, and methods of collection of data, like primary data and secondary data. Sources are types of data: primary data and secondary data. Then the sources of primary data. Please concentrate. So primary data sources like personal interview, telephone interview, and mailing questionnaire. So which I am completing now. The mailing questionnaire. So this is about primary data. Then secondary data. Secondary data is nothing but second-hand data which is already collected and kept in ready format. It consists of published sources and unpublished sources. Published sources like publications by the international organizations like WTO, World Bank, WHO, okay, and also the RBI publications, our government publications, newspapers, okay, and unpublished sources like the research conducted by universities or research scholars, so where they have collected information and kept in ready format, so that may be used for their studies likewise. So this is about secondary data, so what we already discussed. Then I also explained the differences between census method and sample survey. So under census, we consider each and every unit of the universe or population, whereas under sample survey, we select only a group of people or some selected families will be selected to collect the information under sample survey. Then I also explained about the differences between personal interview and telephone interview. So what are the differences between both? So personal interview, directly you are going to visit to the field and collect the information from the respondent directly for the first time. So whereas the telephone interview, so you will be collecting the information through phone. Then it's about lottery method and also random sample. How this lottery method always gives us a random sample. So lottery method means, hope all of you understand. So again, there you can take the example of government, where if government wants to know how the increase in the price of petrol is affecting the budget of the family. Okay, budget of the family members in particular area or in particular district. So they can go for the lottery method or random sampling and collect the information only from the particular families to analyze how the increase in the price or LPG or etc. Affecting on their family income. So that is about lottery method or random sampling. Then how this sample survey is providing better result than other surveys like census survey. So how it is useful, which are the advantages of sample survey, so that I already explained. Then what exactly you mean by sampling error, so how this happens, how that occurs, so what exactly the difference between actual survey and sampling survey. So with example I already explained in my previous class. Then it's also about random sampling. Okay, random sampling is nothing but sample survey, so where you can easily understand, which is also known as lottery method. Okay, then finally it's about questionnaire. Okay, so how a good questionnaire should be, so what are the qualities of the good questionnaire, which are the main important features, and it's about a format. Okay, so how the questionnaire will be. Okay, so what is the format of the questionnaire? So this is about the second chapter under part A, that is statistics for economics, chapter 2, collection of data. Hope all of you understand. Any clarification, you can ask your questions in the comment box, or you can contact my WhatsApp number, or contact me so that I can clarify your doubt. And about study material, so I'll be uploading in few days about each chapter. So after completion of each chapter, I'll upload the study material, so that you can easily download from the NLearn website only. Okay, so our NLearn platform. So hope all of you understand. All the best. So thank you all.